My husband said I was wasting my time with my little hobby business until I showed him my tax return. I was 32, working from home while he commuted to his accounting firm every day, making $85,000 a year. I'd been running my Etsy shop for 2 years, selling custom embroidered baby blankets. He called it my craft project, something to keep me busy while he handled the real finances. It started small. I made a blanket for my sister's baby shower, and 3 people asked where she got it. So I opened an Etsy shop. 10 sales the first month, then 20, then 50. I was working every night after dinner, embroidering names and designs while Jake watched TV. He'd walk past my workspace and smile. "That's cute, honey." Making a little spending money. I didn't correct him, just kept sewing. By month 6, I was making $2,000 a month. I put it in a separate account he didn't check. Reinvested half into better equipment, saved the rest. He never asked about it. Too busy complaining about his job, his boss, his commute, how hard he worked to support us. One night he came home and I was still sewing at 11 p.m. "Don't you think you should take a break from your little hobby? You're going to hurt your eyes." I looked up. "This hobby paid for the new couch you're sitting on." He laughed. "What, you made $200? That's adorable. Try paying the mortgage with embroidery thread." I went back to sewing. Didn't say anything. 3 months later, we had a massive fight about money. He wanted to buy a $45,000 truck. I said we should wait and save more. He exploded. "I'm the one making the real money here. Your little craft thing barely covers your supplies. You don't get to tell me what I can afford." I stared at him. "My little craft thing?" He nodded. "Yeah, it's fine that you have a hobby. But let's be realistic about what contributes to this household." That's when I pulled out my laptop, opened my business account, showed him the balance. $87,000. He blinked. "What is that?" "That's my little craft thing. 2 years of sales. I've been making an average of $4,500 a month for the past 8 months. His face went completely white. "You've been making what?" "More than you, actually." I scrolled through my records. This month I'm on track for $6,200. Last month was $5,800. I've had to hire 2 part-time seamstresses to keep up with orders. I have a waiting list of 300 customers. His mouth opened, closed. "You never told me. You never asked. You called it a hobby. Dismissed it every single time I tried to talk about it. So I stopped talking about it. But I didn't stop working." He reached for the laptop. "Let me see that." I pulled it back. Then I opened my tax documents from last year. Showed him my Schedule C. My official business profit was $48,000. His voice came out small. "That's almost as much as I make. That's after expenses. Before expenses, I grossed $73,000. This year I'm projected to gross $95,000. I'm registering as an LLC next month. I've been talking to manufacturers about wholesale orders." He sat there staring at the numbers. "But you never said anything." I looked at him. "You made it very clear that real money comes from real jobs. I didn't need your permission to prove you wrong. I just needed you to stop acting like my work didn't matter." The next morning he apologized, said he'd been dismissive, that he didn't realize how serious I was. I accepted it, but something had shifted. 2 months later he came home excited. He'd been offered a position at a bigger firm. $95,000 salary, but it was in another state. We'd have to move. He assumed I'd say yes immediately. "What about my business?" He waved it off. "You can do that anywhere. It's all online anyway." I shook my head. "I have contracts with 3 local boutiques. My seamstresses are here. I've built a network. I'm not giving that up." He stared at me. "You'd choose your craft business over my career?" I pulled out my laptop again. Showed him my projected earnings for next year. $140,000 if I expand like I'm planning. "Your craft business?" I looked at him. "This is my real job. It always has been. You just couldn't see it." He took the position. Moved without me. We're divorced now. He sends me messages sometimes, asking how the business is doing. I don't respond. Last month I hired my 5th employee. Opened a small studio space. My projected revenue this year is $275,000. I bought myself a truck, paid cash. Considered sending him a photo but decided he didn't deserve to know. Some men need their wives to be smaller than them to feel big. I needed a husband who could celebrate my success instead of diminishing it. So I found something better. Financial independence and a king-size bed all to myself.